Gasp! Gasp! Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. I think I said that slightly before it appeared on screen, but whatever. Hey guys, it is Mindez here, playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Is it Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright or Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney? No, I think it's Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I can't even remember the name of the game. That's how prepared I am for this Let's Play. So I am under no delusion that we are going to get this game anywhere near finished by the time I start Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. However, the Ace Attorney games are something that I've wanted to kind of get on the channel for a while. And so I'm kind of using this opportunity between the end of Layton 6 and the start of Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright to actually get a start on the first game of the Ace Attorney series. If we need to take a break at some points to do Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, then I will do that. I'll probably end a case and then go on to do the other game and then come back to this, because I don't really want both of them to be going on at the same time, because that would get confusing. I can't even keep track of one game while I'm playing it. How the heck do you think I can keep track of two games at once? So, as for my history with the Ace Attorney series, I love the Ace Attorney games. They're very similar to Layton. They kind of get bunched in with Layton a lot because they're both great mainstream visual novel-y kind of puzzle games that came out around about the same time as each other. Even though they're made by completely different companies. So a lot of people that like Layton tend to like Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. If you've never played Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, then please, by all means, do go and play it for yourself before watching this, because I will be spoiling the answer to everything. It's not like the Layton games where there's a lot of like optional content. These games pretty much have one single storyline, and then you work along that storyline to the end, and then that's it. You've pretty much 100%ed it. Like, there's basically nothing in the way of optional stuff. There's like a few pieces of optional dialogue if you click around a bit more, but either way, this is what we're going to be working on for a little while. This is also going to become the main Let's Play of the channel, and this is what's going to be getting the 2 episodes a day treatment, like Layton was before. I'm always going to have one like main LP that's getting 2, and the rest are all going to have 1. I think I quite like that system so far. It seems to be working out, so, we'll stick with it for a little while. I'm not going to lie, though. This game is even more story-heavy than Layton is. So, this game is going to be, like, 99.9% me sitting here voice acting. I'll try and make whatever comments I can whenever I can, but, like, that's pretty much the bottom line is this is going to be, like, 99.9% me sitting here voice acting. So there you are, you have been warned. I'd also like to take this opportunity to give a quick shout out to another channel that has done Let's Plays of all the Ace Attorney games. And they are very entertaining. That channel is Pharaoh2091. I've put a link to his channel in the description below if I've remembered. If I've not, someone please comment and I will remember to do that. And yeah, he's done all the Ace Attorney games. He's a fantastic channel. He deserves more viewers, and you should go check him out. If you would rather hear his voice, like, reading all this stuff out rather than my voice. This is going to be a boring as hell Let's Play, I think. I don't know. We'll see how it goes anyway. Pharaoh2091 tends to make it work. As for the first game, the ones I remember most are the first and the third games, so naturally we're starting with the first game. And I've completed this game twice, but it has been a really long time since I have, so there are bits that I've forgotten. So it will be fun to see how little I actually remember of this. Anyway, I've spoken for too long, and people complain if I speak for too long at the start of a series, even though I have a lot to explain. August the 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court's Defendant Lobby number 2. That is almost the right date. It's like the 15th. It's like 12 days out, so I'm like... Whatever. I should have done like a live Let's Play of this and started this actually on August 3rd. And then done it over the next 3 days. And then done the next trial whenever that starts. I don't know. Let's move on anyway. Boy, am I nervous! Right! Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your clan as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favour. I bet he's not even getting paid for this either. A favour? You mean, you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. I just want Senpai to notice me. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Oh, a little bit melodramatic there. It's freaking Julianne from Hoogland. Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! That definitely is a little bit over melodramatic. It sounds like he wants to die. Wow, really? What was your first clue, Mia? What was your first clue? The part where he's screaming that he wants to die? Was that your first clue that he wants to die? I think that was your first clue that he wants to die. Yeah. Sigh. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell him I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die! Thumbs up! What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over! I'm finished! Finished! I can't live in a world without her! I can't! Who took away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, he got it. Okay, yeah, he's a little bit of a he gets a little bit emotional occasionally at times throughout these games. Just a little bit. That's a slight understatement there, but whatever. Who took my baby away? Government took my baby. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. In a capital orange font. Not capital font, but you know, in a bright orange font. That really matches your jacket there. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Hey, it's actually our first ever case as well, isn't it? A young woman was killed at her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case. To clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Awesome. We're going to have to learn to do the point in this game, I think. The like point. Unfortunately, the webcam's so close that I can't really do that without leaning back a little bit. So this is an action that I'm going to have to get used to throughout the course of this Let's Play. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. I think that's literally 3 minutes later. It's taken me more than 3 minutes to record that, though. So I don't know. I don't know where I guess it's timing. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts!
The prosecution's ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright! This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. I am so not going to hold my nerve. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Tutorial time. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp. Hands shaking. Eyesight fading. The melodrama. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. I've been paying attention, and that is definitely Phoenix... No, it's Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honour. Correct! Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine! Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report covered so many times. Yeah, we've not actually been told the victim's name yet, have we? It's... Wait. Uh-oh! Dripping with sweat. One thing you'll need to learn about Phoenix Wright, he has a lot of sweat. His head is basically full of water. It just leaks out. Like, seriously, you can watch him for hours, it'll just keep dripping out. I don't know I think he's got like a connection from his foot into like a well underground, and like it all pumps up through him in that way. I mean, that's the only way I can figure the physics of this actually working, so there we go. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. Jeez. I just forgot temporarily. I don't think Phoenix is very prepared. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button to check it at any time, okay? Yay! I can actually check the court record. So here we are. The court record contains the evidence for the case and the profiles of anybody involved. So there is the victim in this case, Cindy Stone, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. We got little bios for everyone as well, which is going to be very useful to go through at some point. So it's Cindy Stone. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Let's hear your answer! Who's the victim in this case? It is Cinder Block. No, it's Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct! Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... let us have a look. If we look at the autopsy report, time of death 7:31, 4 PM to 5 PM. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. So, hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct! You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you! Thank you, Your Honour. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then! First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honour.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor, next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. So that's been added to our evidence thingy. Anytime we get new evidence, it is worth having a look at the description, because sometimes the descriptions have some pretty good hints in. Statue. Type weapons submitted as evidence by Prosecutor Payne. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It is rather heavy. We're going to just use this opportunity to look at all the other items as well. Cindy's autopsy report. Type reports received from Mia Fey. Time of death 7:31, 4 PM to 5 PM. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. We've seen that. And an attorney's badge. Type other, one of my possessions. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. As for profiles, we have Mia Fey, age 27, gender female, chief attorney at Fey & Co. My boss and a very good defense attorney. Larry Butts, age 23, gender male, the defendant in this case, a likeable guy who was my friend in grade school. Cindy Stone, age 22, gender female, the victim in this case, a model, she lived in an apartment by herself. And Winston Payne, age 52, gender male, prosecutor for this case, lacks presence and generally bad at getting his points across. So that's everyone and everything that we've been introduced to so far. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. I just have done. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record, but I have done that. I literally just did that, Mia. Didn't you see me? Were you not watching? My God, Mia, just pay attention. Jeez. See, I'm well on top of this. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh! Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. So, is this the start of the first testimony? No, I don't think it started yet.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet! Cleopatra and Mark Antony! Didn't they all die? I was dumped! She just won't take my phone calls! Or seeing me! Ever! Yeah! What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you, and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it, lies! I don't believe a word of it! She never abandoned me!
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Dun dun dun. Passport adds to the court record. Let's have a look at that. Oh, indeed! She appears to return the day before the murder! Which will be the 7:30? Yes, it is. Passports. Type evidence. Submitted as evidence by prosecutor Payne. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. No doubt that is going to be a very important clue. You may wonder why you are seeing this guy instead of the game. Well, there's a reason for that. I've decided to grow my view account low, and in ways other than just introducing my cat.